What's up, guys? I'm Chris Teresi from www.wecoverspreads.com, professional sports bettor, professional gambler, sports handicapper. Also may know me on Twitter, twitter.com/at Chris Teresi. That's ChrisTorrisi. It's my first ever YouTube video, so I'm just going to give a free pick out on Florida International in Louisville with the Sharps, aka Wise Guys are doing. I'm coming to you live from the beautiful, fresh confines of upstate New York. I had to escape the city after the big weekend. I said, you know what, it's time to come up here, get my head clear. I'm like caved in, Bin Laden style, trying to basically, if you're not networking with me about sports, then you're not getting in touch with me this weekend. It's not happening. If it's not about money and sports betting, then you're probably not going to get in touch with me. But we're fresh off a big win last night with the Packers. Salute to all my clients who hopped on board with me. And what I did, I just came up here after I had to pick up a little bit of nothing, just a couple little thousand we had on the Packers last night. That's light, light game right there. Little $2,000, nothing big. We just kind of kept it real light. So we're going bigger though tonight. We got a big play on Arizona State against Missouri. So the books, they're already scared. What happened was when I bet that game, I bet it more than this. Put it that way. We put about a little five on it. But what happened was, the book actually moved the line from when we bet it. And salute to all my West Coast guys. I spoke with a couple of guys out in California and Nevada who got in touch with me, and they basically shared some very key info. They see Arizona State a lot, so they know whether or not Arizona State is capable of covering this line or not. I confirmed the info they gave me with some East Coast bookies I have, Vegas odds makers, and we're ready to bang away. I fired away. Like I said last night, was a little couple G bet, light work, just to start off the NFL season. By the way, though, for anybody interested, we did finish the NFL season preseason top five, monitored and documented sports monitoring service. And we finished last year off a 71% run to close out the year. So we're just picking up where we left off. So we're going to have a huge NFL weekend at We Cover Spreads this weekend, as well as, college football. We're going to have a monster weekend as well, starting tonight with our play on the Missouri-Arizona State game. Now, let's talk a little Florida International Louisville. Sharps are on Florida International in this game. This line opened at 4.5. At all sharp books, it was bet down to 4 and to 3.5. Wise guys like Florida International. A lot of you are probably scratching your head right now, like, oh, Florida International, Sunbelt team playing at a Big East school, big game, Friday night. You sure? Listen, Florida International is not going to be the least bit intimidated to come in here and play. They bring back 15 starters, first of all, who played 4 BCS schools last year. They played Rutgers, they played Maryland, they played Texas A&M, they played Pittsburgh. Now, they covered only 2 of those games, but they're bringing back 15 starters at key positions from that very experienced team last year. And if all of you don't remember, 2 years ago they even played against Alabama and Rutgers. So a lot of these veteran players, they're used to playing against big BCS schools. Even the year before that, when a lot of these guys were freshmen, they played against Kansas, Iowa, and University of South Florida. So this team, trust me, Mario Cristobal is a great coach, and he's going to have these guys ready for this game tonight. The difference maker, if you want a little analysis, from my opinion, Louisville is very inexperienced in the front, the offensive line. Now, we all know whether it's Pop Warner, high school, college, pro, it doesn't matter. The line of scrimmage is all where it's at. Can you control the line of scrimmage or can you not? Now, Louisville, they're going to have a tough time even against Florida International, who has a very athletic defensive end, Tariq Williams, who you're going to see a lot of tonight. He had 6 sacks last year. I definitely expect to see the Florida International be able to pressure this Louisville offensive line, who only has 1 starter who started last year. So there's 4 guys who never even started a game before. So it's a very inexperienced front line for Louisville. Their quarterback is very raw, very inexperienced, whereas Florida International has a senior quarterback in Wesley Carroll, who I think will do a fine job. He's played against plenty of big teams before, so he will not be the least bit intimidated. And Ty Hilton, who will be playing on Sundays next year, many of you should get familiar with him from Florida International. He's a wide receiver. I feel he's the difference maker. He's the best offensive player on either team on the field. tonight. There's no doubt about it. He's the most explosive player on the field tonight, and he'll definitely be a difference maker. Now, I do want to take the points. I would say look for Florida International at 4. Look for them at 4.5. If you want to place them on the money line, sure, go ahead. I really think Florida International is very capable of pulling. You may call it a mild upset, but I don't even think it's really much of an upset. But I think Florida International, they come in here and they play this game very tight. They play Louisville down to the wire. Like I said, Louisville is very raw, very inexperienced on the offensive side of the ball, particularly that offensive line. And that's going to leave them vulnerable. That's why a lot of wise guys hit it. They know Mario Cristobal is a great coach, and he brings back enough talent to, play this game tight and possibly pull off an upset here. And it wouldn't shock anybody, me included, to see Florida International come in here and get the job done. They bring back key players. They bring back their top two of their top 3 tacklers from last year. They bring back their top 3 rushers from last year. They bring back an experienced senior quarterback. They bring back their leading receiver, Mr. Hilton, who I talked to you about before. All in all, it's a very good team, and I expect them to do some damage. And they have a very good edge and special teams with Hilton, who's a very dangerous kick returner and punt returner, as well as having experienced kickers and punters back from last year. Jack Griffin's a very good kicker, so if this game comes down to field goals, if Louisville is unable to punch the ball in the end zone, Florida International is definitely very capable of doing some damage, kicking field goals. They have the clear edge in special teams, so. My free pick to you all tonight, take Florida International. If you want, hop on board with me this tonight. I have a premium play, all day Saturday premium plays, all day Sunday premium plays, Monday night premium plays. But I'm going to try to, get a little bit more into this video thing. But check out wecoverspreads.com too. We got, besides picks, we got podcasts, blogs, all that up there. Forums soon to come. So, about to be doing some big things. And I definitely want to thank you all for checking out this video. Good luck tonight. I hope you all make some money and kick your book's ass, All right?